So here we go. UFC Tampa, Colby Covington versus Joaquin Buckley. Both fighters now introduced, and we're just moments away from this fight starting, and we will be with you until this fight finishes. That's the bottom line. And what we've seen from Colby Covington in the past is long fights. I mean, his fights go deep into the fifth round, if not all the way to a decision. So Joaquin knows that. Does he really want to go 5 rounds with Colby? I think he's going to try to get Colby out of here early. We'll see. All right, so here we go. Fight is on. First shot landed by Joaquin. Colby lands a leg kick. And Joaquin is going to push the pace here. I mean, he's going to push the pace. And I can tell you this, I mean, we haven't really seen it. I had to go back deep into the resume as both these fighters just kind of feeling each other out right now of really seeing Colby like seriously KO'd, right? I mean, you know, he was beat by Usman, 5th round KO, but that wasn't like one shot, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That was like overtime. So can Buckley be the guy to do it? Colby taking the center of the octagon now. He's coming forward. Buckley working around the outside of the octagon. And you remember, Colby did not look good in his last fight against Leon Edwards, right? Claiming that he injured his foot early in that fight. And who knows? And at some point here, you know, if Joaquin can keep this fight standing and keep these guys, keep him, you know, him and Colby striking, that's going to be to his advantage. Colby wants to pressure you, tie you up against the fence, and build control time. He doesn't want to be in there, you know, in a striking battle the entire fight. And right now, Joaquin's getting the better of Colby early on. At least it seems that way when you look at the stats. So it's just 2-2 in significant strikes. So some of those not landing. And here comes Colby. He's coming in. He can't get it. And Joaquin passes the first test. That was crucial. Now Colby wiping his eye. I'm not quite sure. Yeah. Yep. He's already opened up here in the first 2 minutes. And it could have been from a headbutt. And Colby's wiping it. So it's definitely bothering him. Let's go, Colby. Get it together, baby. Oh, man. I hope it's not bad. The last thing I want this fight is getting stopped in between rounds by a doctor. I mean, come on. And I'm sure in between round, you know, if we get that far, in between rounds 1 and 2, we'll get a look at exactly what happened. Oh, Colby takes a left. And I'll tell you what, Joaquin's looking quicker than Colby right now. Crowd chanting Colby sucks, and we'll see if that gets him fired up, and it does. He's coming in. But Joaquin doing a good job of moving around. And if you're Colby, you just got to, you know, Colby needs to settle down. He's getting caught up in the striking battle right now with Joaquin, and that's not where you want to be. He's going to catch you at some point. I mean, he's going to catch you. If anything, you want to take your time. It's 5 rounds potentially. And let Joaquin do a lot of the work. And when he starts to slow down, then you start going in and getting the control time, the takedowns, the clinch against the fence. But there's another big shot by Joaquin, who is the favorite in this fight. And I'll be the first to tell you, if Colby loses this fight, it's over. I mean, he's 36 years old. He's in a position now, not like when he was 33 or younger when he fought Tyrone Woodley to set up the title shot, or after that he fights some lower ranked guys, 5 or 6, to get back to a title fight. This is different. This is must win. If he loses at 32, 33, he can bounce back. At this point, you know, you can't spend 2 or 3 fights bouncing back. And even at that, I don't think it happens. But when I tell you what, Colby's going in for the takedown, and Buckley's just making it look easy. Just defending the takedowns well. Boy, and Colby's taking it right now. Colby is taking it. Come on, Colby. Get in the fight, man. Yeah, he's looking at the clock and Buckley points at it. Colby continues to wipe his face. He's got to desperately get back to the corner. He's going to lose this round, more than likely. Slow pace round though. It's just 7-3, and Colby goes down, takes a big right, and now he's looking to get back to his feet, but he knows the tap is already there. He just got to get to the round, and he does. He gets to the end of the round. Yeah, and Colby is definitely got to get taken care of in the corner because he's wiping his face like crazy. It's going into his eyes, and it's causing problems. And you see this Colby looking to get the takedown, and Buckley forces his head straight down. It's textbook. So we're trying to get a look at when. Yeah, there it is. So it looked like an eye poke, and he's looking at the ref. Yeah, like his eye. Man, I tell you, every freaking fight, man, something happens to Colby, whether it's an injury or this time it looks like he might have got scratched. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Dang, Colby. It's always something, man. And it's definitely going to hurt him in this fight because you know he's got to be thinking about it. Normally, he slowly breaks down his opponent to the point where the crowd's booing. Now he's trapped in a slugfest with Buckley. And the difference is now you can't just slowly take apart Buckley. I mean, you're going to have to get in there and go for it because eventually the doctors are going to take a look at his eye. That's the bottom line. And it's going to cause him eyesight problems. He's having trouble getting the takedowns, and Buckley lands a nice uppercut. And it's a shame for Cole because it's all stemming from whether it was an eye poke or scratch or whatever you want to call it. When they looked at the replay, there was no punch landed. It was just Buckley's finger came across Colby's eye. But that won't matter later. I mean, that's not going to matter. If he loses his fight, nobody's going to care. So he's got to suck it up and bring it. And he just looks way slower than Buckley here. And it's not like Buckley's dominating. I mean, it's just 13-6 in significant strikes, just 7-4 in head strikes. Colby can land a takedown at any time and get back into this fight. So we'll see. People weighing in on Twitter saying Colby is looking rough. 10-9 Buckley round one. Yeah, that's obvious. There we go. There we go, Colby. Okay. Colby's got the head on the hip against the fence. So this is textbook Colby. We'll see if he can pull him off and get the takedown. That's what he's going for. There it is. Okay. Colby's in the fight now. And this is where we want to find out what Buckley's capable of. Because Colby, this is where he wants to be. It's like a football game. One team strikes and we go a little ways before someone else does. And finally the other team strikes back and now it's 7-7. We got a game. And that's where it's at right now. But Colby's got to keep him here and he's got to win this round. That remains to be determined. And if anything, you're not on your feet trying to strike with Buckley, right? You're on top in good position right where you want to be. Here we go. Colby lands some strikes now. Let's go. He's trying to go to the full mount, but Buckley's doing a good job of keeping his foot, keeping that half guard in. And Colby's going to continue to try to work that left leg. Now he goes into side control. Yep, and now they're getting slippery, and Joaquin gets back to his feet. So pass another test there. And you can see it, Colby trying to keep him down, but they're both sweating big time, and he just slid right out of it. So that's going to play a factor as well. And now the fight swings back to Buckley at the moment. And what's Colby thinking right now? He finally gets Buckley to the ground. It's been a struggle. And after about a minute, Buckley gets back to his feet. Now, Colby defends a takedown. I don't think that's where Joaquin wants to go. Why are you trying to get takedowns? Colby will continue to apply pressure at different times. I mean, we've seen that against Usman. We've seen that against Leon Edwards, who really dominated Colby. Ooh, Colby takes a left coming in. And Colby clearly having trouble seeing. Yeah, and we're looking at old stats. I'm because the dang thing is behind. So Buckley's way up, 20-10 in the first round, 21-8 in this round. So Buckley's got a major advantage right now. Ooh, big left by Colby though. Okay. I've seen this too many times from Buckley, man. Eventually he's going to land something big, Colby. You better get back into the body. When he comes in, you got to go in for that takedown. But he's having trouble seeing, so. And, Colby talks a lot of trash before fights. And Buckley's starting to show out a little bit here. Show off, taunt Colby. And, that's what happens when you're a loud voice. And they're getting them cleaned up once again. But for how long? Until the next round starts. Trying to get a look at that cut, but it's hard. Colby's got to find a way to win this fight, or his career is slipping away. And what a shame. I mean, he's like the Dan Marino of the UFC, a guy that gets to the top, gets very close, and cannot deliver, cannot get the job done, right? That's where it stands right now. Got people weighing in the chat. We got Ridwan saying it's crazy watching UFC from Nigeria. Starts 1 a.m. Now it's 7 a.m. Yeah. Hey, listen, man. It's 1 a.m. here now. Blue 3. Colby's relentless. Maybe cardio will carry him, but I think he's on a decline. Yeah, I mean, right now it's looking that way. I mean, it's looking that way right now as people get involved in the chat. And people are going to go crazy if Colby loses this fight. I mean, there's a lot of haters out there. We still got Colby on the due list barely. He's down to 15. It's kind of like waiting to see what happens. And, I think the biggest problem for Colby is he's waiting. When you're 30, 31 and you're waiting a year to fight, okay, you're in your prime. I mean, that's not great either because you're in your prime, but now you're getting older. I mean, you got to fight, man. And Colby's taking some punches right now. He just took a left and a right combo. And Colby clearly having trouble seeing it. He goes in for the takedown. Joaquin's corner just said he was looking for it. And now Joaquin's on top, and this is not good for Colby. Oh, full mount. Colby's in trouble. Now Colby spins out of it, yep. And both guys are slick. These takedowns are going to be tough. Colby hanging in there, but the problem is Joaquin is just too tough on the feet, man. And when we made our prediction, this is what I did not see coming. I thought at some point, Colby would take over this fight. And it's funny, he walked in with Hogan into the ring, and now he's looking like Hogan. Uh, when Hogan used to have the white hair, then his face is all red. That's how Colby's looking at, minus the white hair. So Colby's a tough dude. A lot of guys would have went down already. Come on, Colby, get it together, baby. Looking for another takedown. He's just not going to get it. Joaquin just doing a phenomenal job. And Colby's content with going right to his back. I mean, it's better than almost being on the feet. And Colby's trying to spin around and do something here. And he shoots for the single leg. At all costs, Colby wants to keep this fight on the ground, even going straight to his back. And it's just not going to work. And Colby's running out of power now. He's running out of endurance and steam, whatever you want to call it. Colby really attacking the single leg here. You know, he's going to what he knows, right? This is what he knows. Boy, now he's got a triangle on Colby. Look at this. Boy, this is not good, man. It's locked in, too. Colby's in a tough spot here. Oh, my goodness. He gets out. I'm telling you, these guys are slippery, man. These guys are slippery. Man, Colby finds himself on top now all of a sudden. And he's going to have to win the final 3 rounds. And right now, I mean, it's not looking good at this point in the round, but right now, Colby is building up control time. He's on top, and he's pounding away a little bit here. Come on, Colby. And if you're Colby at all costs, you got to keep this fight on the ground. The judges are going to give you this round if you keep it on the ground, right? It's going to be very hard for them to give a guy 3-0 in the first 3. I mean, if it's close, Colby's getting this round. I'm telling you. Joaquin on his back. And this is where, you know, Colby wants the fight to be, right? This is where he wants the fight to be. And Joaquin having a little bit of trouble getting up. He's got his back up against the fence. That's a good thing for him. And if Joaquin gets back up and lands some strikes here, he might take this round and this fight will be over. Right? I don't see Colby getting a finish here, maybe a submission, but Joaquin's too good. I mean, now he's back to his feet, up against the fence, and eventually he's going to shove Colby off, and we'll see what happens. But Colby desperately trying to hold on. Yeah, 25-5 this round. Look at that, 20-10, 30-14, 25-5. Oh my gosh, 75-29 in significant strikes. Just sheer domination. Now we got a time. Yeah, and they're gonna look at it because you can. They're gonna look at his eye because you can look all over Buckley's leg, and it's just there's a lot. They're saying he's fine. Is that what they're saying? That's it? What are you talking about? I mean, yeah, I mean, gosh dang it, man. Are you serious? I've seen way worse. Still keep going. I mean, what was that fight a couple weeks ago where the girl's eye was like, I mean, oh my goodness, this is crazy. Wow. So this fight gets stopped by the doctors. Colby looks dejected. It didn't go his way. And okay, there's the jab. Yeah, that wasn't where the eye happened. They need to go back earlier. And it looked like not. But yeah, listen, Joaquin uh, dominated this fight. And see, I thought the doctor came in and said it's fine. Look, I mean, we've seen way worse. I mean, that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Dadgummit. Yeah, I don't know what to say, man. Colby just had some terribly bad luck, and it doesn't seem like the title's ever going to be in his hands now. I just don't see that happening. EP man saying just KO him, Buckley. Yeah. Ridwan back says now I want to see Kamaru versus Buckley. I know, where the heck has Kamaru been? That would be a good fight. Blue 3 says, oh hell no. Oh man, I hear y'all, man. But listen, that's the way it goes. Doctor stoppage in round three. At this point in the fight, Buckley was absolutely dominating. So Buckley gets to win. He's going to move to 21-6 here, welterweight division, UFC Tampa.